what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another great episode of Shyt Talkin Time with your boy Grubbs. About me, who else? Time for us to do what we do best. This episode, once let you know, is brought to y'all by a very good sponsor. Goes by the name of Heart in Stripes Clothing. You can check them out at heartandstripes.com. You can also check out the advertisement again at the end of every video. Time to dive into it. We got some good, interesting topics today that's been going across the table. If y'all remember, about a week ago, we did a video about an NBA young boy at Philip goes by the name of Ben 10. Well, since the situation has happened, um, they have got the shooter. The shooter is, well, I'm sorry, I don't know. The alleged shooter goes by the name of Allstar JR. Allstar JR was picked up by the feds within the last 48 hours. And it says the internet is in uproar because he got picked up by the feds and he was supposed to be en route to do a DJ Vlad interview. For quite some time, I mean, people been screaming that shit, Vlad's this, Vlad that, Vlad get people locked up, whatever the case may be. I'm gonna give my opinion on it. I mean, being those that, living in the city of one of the rappers, they claim, oh, he got ad fucked up. Well, honestly, I remember when I first see ARAB interview on DJ Vlad. Me and my homie was watching, and I told him, I said, nah, he probably talked to his lawyer first to determine what he can talk about and can't talk about. I don't think he's gonna talk about nothing that's can be brought up against him. Now, if any of y'all understand ARAB charges and his reign of time or whatever, a lot of the stuff he talks about on DJ Vlad wasn't up for case. When he talked on DJ Vlad, he talked about a lot of his past. He didn't talk about he was doing present. So for that reason, I can't really say that DJ Vlad got ARAB locked up. Now, what people don't know is when you deal with this podcast and shit, these episodes are edited. They sit there and watch them. They find the viral parts, the parts that make everybody be like, "Oh shit!" And those are the ones that get mashed into an episode. So I don't know about the before, because like I tell people, keep it real with y'all. On the Shyt Talkin Time set. Before the show begins, most likely I'm on the phone talking shit with somebody. I'm rolling up my bud. I'm listening to my music, getting my hype up going on. But some people will sit there and conversate with the guests, not knowing that the mic is hot, the guest saying things inappropriate, so on and so forth. And then now a podcaster take that like, oh, this is my moment, and they'll put it out there, not thinking about the relationship or what they agreed to do. So let's just look at it that way. I mean, I haven't heard any raw, because like he said, a couple cases, the feds reached out for his raw footage and he declined. So with y'all guys out here that do all this homework around this nigga shit, y'all do all this homework around Lil Durk, you do all this homework around Pooh Shiesty, why don't y'all go do the homework and see if Vlad actually cooperated? Because the same way is public record for all the rest of these cats, if he was ever summoned to court, if he ever took a stand, if he ever testified, it's out here. Go see. If it's not out here and it doesn't exist, then we can't really put that tag on him. I remember back in the early thousands, they considered Vlad as a culture vulture. Okay, you consider Vlad as a culture vulture, but every rock and roll star or majority hip hop artist was bought up by a Jewish label. So they're not culture vultures. A lot of people that work in the industries are Caucasian or Jewish. The black people that work in the music industry was bought to bring the other black people in, but we all know who got the big money. The big money was the suits, and the suits are not black. Fast forward on today, after a lot of grit and grind and lost the money and long hours, now you might get a few black suits, but for the vast majority, the suits are still the same people. See what I'm saying? They just brought their people in who they feel, oh man, he be eating dog shit for 25 years. Let me give him a position. And that's normally how it comes about. But so for me myself, with that word culture vulture, I mean, they use it against Leo Cohen. I heard it a lot. But I mean, for me myself, I can't really consider these people as culture vultures because they actually put money in our pockets. So imagine about the ones that sit here and soak and soak and soak and soak out our community and we don't get nothing out of them. See what I'm saying? We don't even call them culture vultures. We don't call the Chinese stores culture vultures. We don't call the poppy stores culture vultures. We don't do none of that. So stop. It's just that when you got a person that's doing something and they're winning, when another person wants their position, that's just when these conversations come about. Um, while we on the DJ Vlad topic, because he was supposed to be the first half of the show, but also the DJ Vlad and Bootsy situation. So I hope that a lot of y'all YouTubers are paying attention and listening to these numbers because I mean the feud or whatever. Okay, it it could be an actual feud between Bootsy and Vlad, or it could be no Bootsy. I'm gonna help you get your shit popping. We gonna fake beef with each other. We gonna put this out, but in the long run, Boosie platform is probably under Vlad's platform. He's probably using Vlad editors, using Vlad team and everything. I'm just saying allegedly. I don't know, but I'm just saying it gets kind of weird for them to be like best of buds, and then all of a sudden I'm starting a podcast too, and I'm gonna talk about the same shit. I don't know, bro. No, for me, I felt that's the only thing about Vlad that I didn't really like. And I found that kind of ethical because he tried to say that, oh, I never put numbers out. He kind of did. Um, I'm glad that he came back out and did another interview and fixed it by saying, oh, I did say Takashi 69 was the most I ever paid. I mean, you overpaid a rat. So guess what, Vlad? Real niggas gonna want that money too. Real is a lot more expensive than fake. Just saying. I mean, last time I checked, Canal Street shit costs more than King of Prussia. All right, so come on, Vlad, it is what it is. Now I understand Boosie being a little greedy because he's on a platform so frequent. If he's paying him that, Boosie probably making at least $500,000 a year just off of Vlad. See what I'm saying? But that's why the people like me is saying, all right, come on, Boosie. And then also I'm saying that it gotta be something else behind the scenes. Maybe Vlad is looking to expand his platform because a little tidbit about this whole little podcaster shit and this content creator, everybody's in a network. That's why you see a lot of the top content creators all are friends or associate with each other. Once you start seeing the bigger content guys start saying your name, that's how you know when you made it. See what I'm saying? And that's kind of how the game go. So for Vlad to be in this 20 years, y'all crazy if you think Vlad ain't got a network set up to where even somebody like me can come under the DJ Vlad umbrella. Y'all watch them do it with interviewers. Why wouldn't y'all think he would get smart enough to bring shows into his fold? Being those that he can make shit go viral off of bullshit and lies and shit like that. So yeah, when you got that type of power, that means you control the table. Kind of like how Nori and them controls the table. Charlemagne the guy, like it's a lot of names in this space that control that people don't understand. Charlemagne the guy represents the interests of iHeartRadio. If y'all know, iHeartRadio controls everything with the airwaves. iHeartRadio is the gods of the airwaves. Then you got Nori who controls the interests of Revolt, Jay-Z and them, the other side. So it's like you saying Charlemagne the God and Nori and them kind of run the table. So for Vlad to have his part in there, which he does, because he isn't under either one of their platforms. You heard that man say he's getting paid close to about 20K a show, an episode. And I don't know if you're counting, Vlad uploads maybe about 15 to 20 episodes a week. Parts. Because I don't know if he's saying he's getting paid off the series or he's getting paid off the episodes. Because Vlad got a different formula where he's uploading 8-minute parts of breaking shows into 4 to 5 parts. He's making them into reels and stuff like that. So let's just say hypothetically, Vlad get 10K a video. 10, let's just roughly say 10K. And he's posting 12 times a week. That's $120,000 that Vlad makes. See what I'm saying? So y'all need to pay attention. Stop looking at the views and let's pay attention to what matters, which is his numbers, because a lot of us is really out here trying to get this money like me. I'm trying to get this shit, so I'm just listening to see if this is really worth it for me to say and devote my time worried about talking about other people's lives and shit like that, because that really ain't my thing. But I do like how I do it, and people like how I deliver. So I mean, for me myself, I hope it come to a point in time where Vlad and Boosie work it out, or shit get back to normal. But I think it'll blow over, and we'll just get tired of hearing that shit anyway. But uh, on to the next topic. On to the next topic. We're gonna go ahead back and revisit this whole little situation with the guy NBA. I'm sorry, Allstar JR. So remember in the beginning we used to talk about an interview dealing with somebody named NBA Big Ten, which we made a show about a week ago when he attempted to rob and shot. So fast forward on this week, they actually have a suspect, goes by the name of Allstar JR. I mean, these cats, I don't know who none of them are. I don't even listen to the cat music who they follow or who they hang around. So I can't know you, and I don't even listen to your the general music. How I'm gonna know some soldiers. So I don't really know any of these guys' music. Like I said, I know them from blogs, situations, and stuff like that. But they're reporting now that NBA Ben 10 is going to be paralyzed for the rest of his life due to the situation. And by All Star JR being arrested and supposedly charged with the shooting, it's just kind of crazy. Um, and I mean, even with the whole Vlad narrative, that's kind of make it go together. It's time and coincidence, bro. And I mean, the feds probably do stuff like that because if Vlad is constantly, as he say, pushing back for his guests, no, I'm not releasing raw footage, no, I'm not cooperating. Could have been the feds making him look bad. I mean, I keep telling y'all, and y'all listen to a lot of people. The feds are very tricky motherfuckers. They think they know what they're doing. They're far from stupid. They be having a lot of their moves planned out ahead, make this person look bad. Oh, we gonna put this out here, we gonna let this go. This evidence that people gonna think somebody ain't can't well a bunch of they count on so many people being stupid to not know how to break down the terminology of legal shit to where they can say, oh, he said such as he told. In all reality, he didn't. Y'all just didn't know how to read it, but they know how to word shit and structure shit. So, what if Vlad is being honest? Do I believe this could have been a Fed play? Yes, it could have. Because now it would, do what it's doing now. Make people think, oh, Vlad working with us. Don't go on his show. He bad news. Vlad numbers drop. He take a hit in the pockets. Feds win. To be honest, man, shit, the other channels is giving out more information to them niggas than Vlad is. So really, where is he needed or profitable to them, for them to keep him safe? So I think they might have did it to even get people to look at Vlad. Number two, I mean, for me myself, All Star JR, all these goofy niggas that run around that's next to these rappers. Y'all still out here robbing and stealing and doing dumb shit. Like y'all niggas around the celebrity. You can make money off of someone's celebrity. See what I'm saying? If I'm on NBA Youngboy Instagram, they see they know I'm his man, nigga. They catch me at a show. I'm out there selling merch. See what I'm saying? Like I got something, nigga. I got some music I'm selling. I got something. Like I'm gonna use my man celebrity to make me money. I'm not gonna use my man celebrity to get me around rich niggas to rob. That's goofy. And we heard this story before. It didn't work out well for the last cats. So I don't really understand. And I mean, it kind of made me question the generals. Because one, these people can't control their folks, and then two, they out here like they not being taken care of properly. How they moving and all this goofy shit, like nah, it's looking like they're not being properly taken care of, and that's why they out here bucking. I remember it was an point in time where if you don't feed your wolves will eat you. I guess now it's a different time. Your wolves are just, don't eat you. They're just gonna eat other people and then go come back around you. See what I'm saying? Which is still a bad thing because whatever they do, knowing that they're your camp, you do. So with this whole little ordeal between Ben 10 and Allstar JR, and then they throwing names in like Jay Prince Jr. and NBA young boy trying to rehash a beef that we ain't heard a damn thing about in over 7 years. Like I just tell people, it's just one big funnel. And it's just crazy how we always fall in the funnel. NBA YoungBoy just got like really the greatest blessing of all. Like God Himself came down and put His hands on this boy head and gave this nigga a pardon, bro. And you run around with these niggas, bro. They should when you snap your fingers, that's it, bro. These niggas should understand anything done around me can hurt me. See what I'm saying? But people don't really understand that. And I see the youth in music to where they're not really understanding as far as how the extent goes. What you do, they do. Or what they do, you do. Same thing. But I'm a hope that it's just a lot of internet tea because, like I said in my last episode, this Prince family cannot keep getting tied to all this crafty shit and nothing is happening. Because at the end of the day, you know what the outside world is going to think? Y'all cops. That's why y'all protected over whatever y'all do. Like y'all walk around with some type of immunity. Because I ain't never seen so much blood under a nigga feet that he can come in my house and no track. Just saying, man, it's a lot of blood around that family. It's a lot of bad shit around them, and I don't see any consequence. So after a while, niggas gonna start saying y'all working. Y'all got fed ties. Mob ties makes fed ties. It's not gonna be right. It ain't looking right now. It ain't looked right since the Migos boy. Cause I promise to God, nigga, I ain't never in my life seen nobody die in a nigga company like that. Nigga, this city of Atlanta should have came in on your fucking. Y'all probably ain't been back to Atlanta since, but I'm just saying. I mean, to me, that just ain't feel right. Like for me to watch a superstar die, like I don't know if y'all, if I'm just a, naive person, but I look at superstars like heroes. Nigga, they don't get sick, they don't get colds, they don't get flus. Nigga, they can fall off a building and then not die. Like superstars to me is like superheroes. So watching young boy die, that kind of really did open my eyes up that no amount of money, jewelry, fame, none of that shit matters, man. Once that shit hit your taco, that's it. The money can't fix it. Can't save you, can't retract the bullet, can't block it, can't do nothing. And just like that, your life is over with all that success. That actually opened my eyes up. See what I'm saying? Because I was very, very naive to, not the streets and no shit like that. It just was like, damn, bro, they killed him. I wasn't even that much of a fan, but I was like, damn, they killed a rapper. Like I remember when Biggie died, my man called me that morning, like, bro, your man died, bro. Damn. That shit hurted. See what I'm saying? But we find out present day that shit was on some turkey time shit too. So it is what it is. But I feel that this family should have to come out and answer for the shit that they do or give some type of justifiable, you know, uh, some type of something. Just say something. I mean, you ain't gotta say shit to me, bro. I don't give a fuck. I just want to know though, like, how do y'all keep having all this carnage around y'all and y'all ain't getting hurt or it's not coming back to y'all? It's just doesn't seem right to me. Um, you know. But fast forward on, we're gonna get into this last topic, which is a topic that's very close to home. I've been promising y'all for this big episode that I'm gearing up for now. This will probably be a live studio most likely because it's a topic and I want to promote it well. I do promote every video that I do, as you see, I want to get the views and the responses, but I want to really promote this gatekeeping video because it's a problem, and it's not just in my city. But the reason why I keep staying fresh on my mind is because I'm watching how this whole alliance is being built in the city. I know a lot of y'all guys out there definitely by now. Y'all are familiar with a rapper name was Um, he was well, he just corrected that the other day. He was a Rockefeller artist. He was affiliated with state property. They did some music together. Y'all don't remember State Property, group out of Philly, Beanie Siegel, Petey Craig, Freeway, Chris and Eve, so on and so forth. It's just the whole Philly pack. They put them together and called them State Property. At the time, I used to always wonder, like, damn, all Philly rappers was cool. I mean, I came up in the era where cats was running around with cameras and all that shit, making VHS tapes, not even DVDs. Always been in the hip hop era, so it was like for me to think that I thought every rapper knew each other in the city, but for him to say he never known Beans, and then when I got his backstory to figure out that he was moving around, he was back and forth out in New York. He actually knew Jadakiss and them back then too. That's why I think he stayed kind of, neutral or any disses or anything like that to a lot of New York people. Nas, it just was what it was. It was part of the big. It was for the big homie. See what I'm saying? But I noticed that out of a lot of people, he kind of like kept it softly. See what I'm saying? That's because he had a relationship with New York artists. But it's just kind of sad and shit, to watch what's going on in my city, and it's like it's divided. It's been divided for years, but it was divided in a cool way. And the way it's getting divided now is like it's not cool. Um, you got everybody who's a who's who all on one side, and then you got like one, two people who was the who's who's or who was thorough to everybody, and then shit change or things happen, and now it's like, all right, fuck them. And I always tell people, man, I root for the underdog. It's a city full of us. Drugs, alcoholic parents, all that shit. A lot of us was underdogs. So we always gonna root for the underdog. So when the underdogs became the big dogs, I'm thinking then they gonna go back and get all the pups, or they gonna go back and get the underdogs. And I haven't never seen it. I always prayed for it. I always told niggas, man, let me get an $80 million deal. I'm coming back getting every piece of talent out my city. And see the difference, the type of person where I am, I'm not coming back signing no record deals. I'm coming back getting actors, artists, models. I'm gonna get some musician people. I'm gonna get some talented scientists. Like I invest my money different because we got a lot of talent in the city. But just because they can't rap, sing, and dance or got a fat ass, nobody really cares. There's a lot of brilliancy in the city. And for to watch this shit go on when it's way more pressing matters out here. See what I'm saying? So it's just kind of like I said, disgust me a little bit, man. I mean, I'm not gonna say and say that Oskino didn't, say what he say, but a lot of times he was provoked. Number two, I can never be upset at a person who speak their mind. I mean, that is one thing I can say about him. Even Beanie Siegel said it himself. O is just a person who ain't gonna back down. Even if he about to say out his mouth won't get any punched, then he's still gonna say it because he want to say what's right. He want to say what's on his mind. Everybody love a person like that. Don't bite your tongue. Say what you gotta say. That's the way that the world should be. A lot of people should be able to say that, but a lot of people are scared. So when O say shit out, these niggas scared, they're not lying. A lot of people are scared. I don't know why people don't understand, man. You got two fists, just like that person. You got 2 feet, like that person. You got two trigger fingers, like that person. I don't understand where the fear comes from. So after a while, it go from being fear to fanboy. Because some of these niggas I know ain't scared of these. So it become either they a fanboy, they want what they got, or I'm starting to realize now a lot of grown men want other grown men's lifestyle. They're upset that it didn't. That's not their lifestyle. And they act out in ways like that. Like for example, right? I be around people who constantly point out other men's life. Yeah, he got this, and he got that, and he got this, and he got that. I said, that's because that's what he wants. I can afford it too. I just don't want it. See what I'm saying? It's about being your own man, not being a follower. Everybody in the city, everybody in North Philly got a Maybach. I gotta go get a Maybach. I don't live in North Philly. So if everybody in the city go and buy a Dodge, I gotta go buy a Dodge. No, I don't like Dodge. That's what I'm like. I don't understand where people lost that little kid side. I'm like, I don't like that. I don't want it. I ain't doing it. I'll say it in a heartbeat. And then I realized because I am my own man, so I don't care what nobody got going on. Of course, I'm a YouTube channel because it was a million YouTube channels. But if you go do the homework, I've been a YouTube channel for over 16 years before any of y'all got out. So if you want to plant a flag, we can plant a flag. But at the end of the day, you see how easy I left from doing YouTube videos to go out in the real world because I wanted to make sure that I couldn't be gatekept. Gatekeeping been going on for a very, very long time. This is not a new thing. It is like cancer and HIV is a very bad disease, and it's been going on for a long time. The world has been set up for people, and a certain group of people who either eat dick good or I don't know how they pick them, but those are the ones that they consider the cream of the crop. But half of the time, they're the wrong ones. That's why terms and stuff like that come up. So when I came up in my time, I tried to make sure that I couldn't be gatekept. To give y'all a few rules, a few ways of what I mean, how not to be gatekept. I own all my own shit, everything. I own all my own shit. I own this platform. I own this artwork in this background. I own that logo. I own the website. I own the email. I own the social media page. All that shit mine. See what I'm saying? So for me, nothing can be stopped. I don't have to go to nobody to buy my name from them so that they ain't gonna get $3,000-4,000 for a fucking Instagram page. No, fuck out of here. I'm not going. I made it. I made sure that. Hold up, I'm not done. That's the first step. The second step of gatekeeping is to gain your own fan base. See me, I carry a fan base from back then. A lot of my fan base is like 40 plus years old, but they still on the internet. They still supporting the shit that I do, along with a bunch of new people. When I look at my demographics is from the age of 23 to 50. That's a very large appealing rate. Then on top of that, by me being sexy as I am, I appeal to women and men. You know, I have a very, very good women following also. So these are the things you got to think about. So let's just think of it like this, right? If you go across every platform that I have, same thing. This is all same facts that works with a lot of people, and you can see the formula when I break it down. You go across every platform that I got over 15,000 audience. That's what I say, 15,000 person audience across my platform. Most people would think that's not a lot. Don't have to be to you. But I look at it like this. If I got a product, that I'm selling, they might like the channels or they might like my mission or something else that I'm doing, right? I got 15,000 people. So let's just say roughly 5,000 of them happen to support what I'm actually doing. 5,000 sales of a product is $25 is very good money. And if they like your products and continue to spend, them 5,000 people can take you to the moon. Just 5,000. I understand you want millions of customers like Adidas and Nike, but you can't worry about that. You start out with your 5,000 grows to 25,000, 25,000 to 50,000. Once you get to that tight point, nobody can stop you. You can lie and say I'm buying clothes from the Russians and my clothes have fentanyl in the fabric. You can do all that shit. It don't matter because it's only going to appeal to the others. My mass people, I got them already. They gonna rock with your boy. They know y'all want some fraud shit. They know y'all lying. That's what you need. And I used to always tell people in my old videos, that's my main thing. I don't need 1 trillion of y'all. I'm content with 1 million. I'm content with 100,000 of y'all. Support me. That's it. Just do the math, man. If y'all supported something, say if I had something that gave me $1 every week, you telling me if every one of y'all gave me $1, I'm up. For a week, for 52 weeks, I'm up. If y'all gave me $1 every week for the rest of my life, I'm up. That's generational wealth. Just on the simple fact of just my face card and making sure I did hard work so couldn't nobody push me off the tracks. See what I'm saying? But like I say, to me, I never seen nobody deal with so much scrutiny and backlash like Main Man do. Even a little sly shit, because they don't say his name much. But you could tell the shots are who they at. They be kind of clear, then you can see the person who's shooting the gun, so you already know who they shooting at. Um, do I think something like this can ever be repaired? No. It's been going on too long. The state of this city is not what it's gonna be. Can I fix it? I don't know, man. One of y'all rich people see these, you see one of my videos, y'all send me 100 M's. I come through here and get y'all all the talent out the city. But it's not a lot of me's. Even a lot of cats I thought that would come up in the game and be the person to tap in with everybody, kick the gates in. I even told my homie, man, we ain't got gatekeepers no more. All them niggas old and retired now. We do. They just pass the keys. Just like a janitor, man. Buildings still got to be clean. It ain't gonna be your grandpa, but they gonna pass the keys to the next up and comer, and that's the way the gate shit go. And it's really not going to stop until people start actually saying it. I got a homie friend of mine now that's actually going through it. He don't want to call it gatekeeping, or they say blackball. I call it gate cap because if you can get through the gate, you can't be blackballed. You know what I'm saying? So this is why this is such a detrimental topic for me. So it's probably going to be at the end of a lot of the episodes that I do because I really want to get the awareness of it out. And the next episode, probably the next 2 episodes, I'll probably do a full-length episode of it, not just a little ending cap of it, just to give y'all some clarification. And I mean, y'all can let me know in the comments some guys in y'all cities and towns that y'all think is being gate kept by bigger people. Know we might be able to get some voices out here because the problem that people don't realize is unity. Unity trumps fake. Unity trumps fraud. Unity trumps all. So let's say if we can get something going to where all the people that feel gate kept or are gate kept can get their voices out. Then you add up their followers, subscribers. Man, we probably have a multi-million army, man, where people will have to pay attention to the gatekeeper. And they will have to either bring a locksmith or just kick the door down. But as always, man, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please make sure you do. Please make sure you slash that like button. Thanks for letting me bend y'all ear. Another great episode of Shyt Talkin Time. And as always, your boy catch y'all next time.